There were many concepts at the Free Space Manifesto that we identify with. One of them was what Grafton called the nature's gift, and they talk about natural light. We have worked a lot with natural light as a construction material, and also because it's a material that affects all the other materials and also affects a lot the visitors of the building and the users. We use a natural light as a reclaim because you walk towards it. Even if you don't see the end, intuitively you follow it. This skylight, right in the center of Sala Beckett, an international drama theater in Barcelona, brings us an idea of what hour of the day it is and also what the weather is like outside. And also it orientates the people around this building because from here you arrive to the different classes of theaters that the building has. And we thought about bringing this skylight in scale 1:1 from Barcelona to Venice and make it work in Venice with the Venice's light. So if in Barcelona the light comes from above, here, it goes vertically, it's like rain, gets in the corridor, fills in all this corridor with natural light, fills in the dome up here, and the light falls down into this floor. In Venice, we are inside Le Corderia building, and we have windows on the facade, and we have to get the light coming from them, and the light will be horizontal. It will be more like wind, and then it will get inside the skylight that we built there, and it will trespass the skylight and also will arrive to the floor of Le Corderia to attract the visitors to get through it. In Venice, the skylight is working through this window up here. This window is collecting the light from two windows at the facade of Le Corderia, and we built a chamber of light that collects all this light and make it arrive into this corridor, and from this corridor into the corridor of Le Corderia. The piece has two sides. One is called sonography, that is the side that we just entered, and the other side is called backstage. We'll see what's in the backstage later. This installation, we call it liquid light because it deals with this capacity of natural light to trespass thicknesses and arrive until the point that it's interested to arrive. So all this column of pictures is the building, how it's now, how it's ends after the rehabilitation, and the other column is how we found it. We found the building in a very bad condition. It had been abandoned for 30 years. There was the ground level here, had been a gym and a swimming pool. On the first floor there was still some remains of the workers' cooperative, and this was the old scenario, and it was quite destroyed with the rain getting in and pigeons getting in. But when we visited, there was this ray of natural light that we kept it inside the building with the new rehabilitation. And here starts the backstage. We start explaining what the original building was. The former workers' cooperative had the name of Peace and Justice. All this column is about this building, that they had this beautiful grocery store, a great bar on the first floor. And we have the client. The client is Sala Beckett. He's a team of people that promotes new theater and put plays on stage for the first time. Samuel Beckett was still alive when they were working in Barcelona, and this is the letter that he gives them permission to use his name. Sala Beckett was working in a neighborhood of Barcelona, but they have to move from this building and to another one, and they organize an architectural competition. And here is where the architect starts, and we start showing some models we produce for the competition and all the documents. Also, we produce all this stack of drawings produced for the competition. And then after winning it, we spent 3 months drawing inside the building, this abandoned building, drawing all the traces, all the elements that we found from the original building, from the workers' cooperative. So there are a lot of doors and windows. We collect them all by drawing them, and we didn't know how we were going to use them, but we knew we want them to be kept inside the building because in them there was the memory of its origin, of the workers' cooperative. So more models about evolving the project. I visited to Le Bouffe du Nord in Paris to know about the height of the seats there, how it's the connection between actors and public. So because this was a long discussion with Sala Beckett people. But this project that has 5,000 square meters and a budget of 8 million euros the budget doesn't arrive, the money doesn't arrive, so we had to stop for a few months the project until we can make another construction document, but for a lower budget that starts here. This is the stack of drawings that collects this project of 3 million. You can see that here the construction starts going on. We have the machines inside the building, and the doors are not there anymore. These two huge drawings explain where we found doors and windows in the existing building and where they are placed in the final project after the program of Sala Beckett is drawn inside the existing one. So this trespass is explained in a film that we make, and these are the characters that play in this film, all of them. Also about the colors, how you apply colors in this ruined building with using photographs and painting on top of them. And another drawings that explains what happened with the tiles. There were a lot of hydraulic tiles on the first floor, and we have enough to distribute them in the public areas of the ground floor and first floor, and this is what these two drawings explain about. Even here we have a set of small models that deal with the top of the skylight, how it's going to be. One by one have like no sense or very difficult to identify, but all together gives you an idea of all the doubts that it's needed or that we need to work with, all the tests that you make for one project. About the letters, there is a huge advertising on top of the existing building that you can see. This is the real size it has on the facade. So until here is all this documentation of process for this project. And then once we arrive here, we are already in the building in use, and we have a collection here of things that had happened once the Sala Beckett has started working in it. One of the first uses was invited former cooperatives to get inside their building, and Sala Beckett organized a play out of memories of these former cooperatives with the building. They call it Memory Cafe, and it was represented all over the building, in the dressing rooms, in the old cafe, all over it. And also we show this paper theater made by the artist Raya Smithson, a friend of us, that you can glimpse through the windows what's going on the other side of the walls. We brought also the first model of free space. It's up here, and it's out of paper with the photographs getting some relief. Already out of the backstage, there was not enough room inside, so we have some models, fragmented models in 1 to 25. Each model is a conversation with the engineers, in this case, with the board of Sala Beckett about their club, and also about the bar, or about the dressing rooms, if it should be just one or two separated, one for each theater, or how we organize the offices. The team of Sala Beckett is connected, works all connected through a staircase, and they are like a building inside a building, how they work. There is this 150 model also of the definitive project, that as you can see, it's made in fragments and you can open it. Now it's closed, but because these models, we made them in the studio and they grow little by little as the conversation on the project gets more and more complex. We build the pieces. Also, we brought the model we had from the first project, the competition project. Competition project was larger, as I told you, so this is the existing building, but the new program that we need to put on, we put it on top of it. It was like a big hat that contained the rehearsal room and the residential area. So all the models that you see here are process material. There is only one model that we produce in purpose for this Biennale, and it's the one that you can see up there in the window. It's in proportion to this huge window, and what this model explains is that this skylight that you are seeing here in Le Corderie on the ground floor level. In Barcelona, it's on the first floor, so you can see the staircase going on, and this model is working with the natural light that gets through the window also. So we brought here two worlds. We brought a fragment of Sala Beckett facing the Le Corderie corridor, but then we brought a fragment of our studio. So there are two different realities working together here in Venice, and the one of our studio is the production of material that makes possible the one in the front. So we wanted to show in 50 meters length of process material what an architect does to get what's in the other side, and it's offered to the public.